Friends will forever be a fan favorite, and it's still watched today. There was a major outcry by fans when the hit series was taken off from Netflix, and again when the gang announced on social media that there would be an HBO reunion episode. Audiences felt as though the six were their friends as well, but there were some particular friendships which called out to fans more. Chandler and Joey were a love pair in the series, but the oldest friendship in the show, between Rachel and Monica, was a friendship with so much more history and loyalty. Here are the 10 scenes from the series that make us love the pair still today. Welcome to the Ardent Blogger, a channel for all the curiosity lovers who want to know something different every day. Today, we are back with an amazing video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out a lot. Number 10. In this episode, Rachel is dating Joshua, but she is hurting over the latest news of Ross and Emily's engagement. Monica needs to pick up Emily's dress, and she is sad because she thinks she is getting older and no closer to finding love. Suddenly, Monica finds solace in wearing the wedding dress around the house, pretending to be adorned with compliments, and to make Rachel feel better, she suggests she picks one up too. The moment where they sit on the couch drinking beer and eating popcorn in their wedding dresses is top-tier friendship levels. Number 9. Throughout the first half of this episode, Rachel is in denial that she will really have to move out of the iconic apartment because Chandler is moving in. Rachel refuses to believe that he will actually move in because the couple had, in the past, not followed through on other commitments. However, by the end of the episode, the friends sit down in the living room, and Rachel realizes that it is really gonna happen. It's the end of an era. This moment encapsulated Rachel and Monica's true friendship, and fans really felt the emotions of a long friendship splitting up, and the hardships of moving away from someone close to you. Number 8. In this one, the gang goes to the set of one of Joey's movies, where Rachel and Monica lay eyes on one of the actors, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because Monica doesn't have the guts to ask Van Damme out, Rachel goes to ask for her, but realizes that he is actually into her. Rachel ends up going out with him, despite Monica not liking it, and the girls bicker back and forth all episode, while Phoebe tries to play mediator. This scene is right before the girls start fighting and threatening each other's belongings. The teasing and the fact that this is all because of a guy makes it reminiscent of many female friendships. Number 7. In the pilot, Rachel's entrance into Central Perk and meeting the gang is a well-known scene, as she comes drenched in her wedding gown. She actually came to the spot, looking for Monica specifically, and as if it was nothing, despite not hearing from her for years and not being invited to the wedding, Monica invited Rachel back into her life. This scene is where the friendship begins for fans, but obviously they also begin to learn that they have known each other since they were much younger. Number 6. Monica's wedding was one of the most anticipated episodes of the series, but what also made it so memorable was fans finding out Rachel was pregnant as well, while the father of the baby is left a mystery for a while longer. Monica makes Rachel take a test as a wedding gift to confirm the suspicion. When Monica got engaged, Rachel and Ross had kissed because they were lonely. Monica accused Rachel of stealing her thunder, so it's surprising that at her actual wedding, she would want Rachel to take the test. This showed fans that their friendship knew no bounds. Even on Monica's wedding day, she dropped everything for Rachel. Number 5. When Rachel finally realizes that she has to move out, it is hard on her. Monica spends the majority of the episode trying to make Rachel realize this, while helping Chandler break the news to Joey too. Being so busy with other people and worrying about their feelings, Monica never really registers the gravity of the move herself. This scene captures the moment where she finally realized that she has to live with a boy, something she has never done with any of her past boyfriends, so it's a big move for her. This scene captures that moment of friendship perfectly. Number 4. This episode is probably the most memorable because George Clooney and Noah Weil have cameos in which they play doctors at the hospital Monica and Rachel go to. When they arrive, Monica learns that Rachel has no insurance and so can be seen by a doctor. Feeling guilty because she's the reason Rachel was hurt, the girl switches identities so that Rachel could use Monica's name and insurance. Despite not being the best approach to the situation, this scene captured the lengths the two would go to for each other. Number 3. After Chandler accidentally plays a birthing tape meant for Rachel, he is traumatized. Monica watches it, thinking he is exaggerating. Noticing how bad it is, she is ready to leave when Rachel shows up. Rachel is already scared about giving birth and doesn't want to watch the tape by herself, especially after hearing how bad it was from Chandler and Monica. Despite not wanting to see it again, Monica sits to watch the birthing tape again to try and comfort her friend. Number 2. When Ross starts dating Julie, in the infamous airplane scene, Rachel is devastated. Apart from Ross, the rest of the gang knew Rachel's feelings, so when Julie asked Monica to go shopping with her, Monica kept it a secret. In this scene, while out for lunch with Julie post-shopping, Rachel finds a receipt in her jacket that Monica borrowed. The jealousy that ensues, and the emotional reaction from Rachel, is a true testament to their friendship. She worries that she will lose Monica because of Ross's new relationship, an often real-life worry between two friends. Number 1. While vacationing at Phoebe's family's beach house, the crew is hanging around bored because the weather is so bad. This scene captures one of the most basic moments of the duo's friendship. Acting like they are all at a slumber party, Monica and Rachel paint each other's nails before Rachel attacks Ross to try and do his too. Rachel is, yet again, upset over Ross being with another woman, so the trip as a whole is a good distraction for her. We are glad you have made till the end. We have handpicked the videos which we recommend you watch next. Feel free to talk to us on our social media channels or on our website theardentblogger.com about any recommendations or suggestions.